I wanted to make this video for a very long time, but I never got around to it, so we're just gonna do a video on Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, the sequel. I just want this damn game to release, okay? Then there are these people just constantly complaining about the original Zelda Breath of the Wild, and they're like, oh please make these changes, shut the hell up, shut up. Also, there's gonna be less cuts in this video, because even though I'm really shy at talking, sometimes I'm just getting used to a new editor, so it's kind of hard for me to be, I don't know, should I just explain you this in another video? First thing I want to whinge about is people saying, to bring back the dungeons and shire, all the temples and stuff. And there are these people saying, like, we should replace all 120 shrines with dungeons, each with a boss fight. Do you really want 120 30 long, like, trials, including a boss fight? The game's already long enough. It took me, it took me first about 10 hours to finish it in my first run. And now I have like 200 hours in that gameplay. I can't do more than that. Although the game did feel really short for me because I was doing my first run while I was at England. So I was kind of doing other stuff, but also trying to fit in my Zelda Breath of the Wild run because I was trying to speed run it, and I kind of did. But you do know that this is going to be the darkest Zelda game out there, darker than Majora's Mask. So I really don't feel like having a freaking reunited Zelda. I don't feel like having a reunited Zelda boss fight from a DS, which literally haunted me and just scarred me for life. Like, look at that. But the thing I do agree with you is that yes, we should make the boss fights harder, because after defeating Ganon like twice, it actually became pretty clear to me that it was kind of easy. Now Thunder Blight Ganon is easy for me. Like, Wind Blight Ganon is crazy easy. And Monk Mask Kochia, I think that's actually the hardest one, but a lot of people disagree with me. It's kind of easy, but I don't know, just make harder boss fights, Nintendo. Because it was hard at first, it was hard on my first run, but it's just pure easy. Also, make the Divine Beast trials a whole lot longer. I really liked the one with the motorcycle in the DLC 2-pack. Just make stuff exactly like that, but a lot longer, like, at least, because they each took me roughly like 10-20 minutes. Just make it at least an hour long, because I really miss those water dungeons that actually made me rage quit and trace me away from the game for like a year. Whatever, just make them a whole lot longer. Hang on, my cat's stealing my microphone. I don't know, but the game is really long, and I don't really want freaking, like, 50-minute trials for each 120 shrines, each with a boss fight. We don't need that. The game's already super freaking long. Also, everyone's saying that Hyrule Castle's rising, and yes, there's a staircase, but I completely disagree with that, because you know those weird pillars that come around next to the castle? They were dug underground, and they must be patrolling the area somehow, so it must mean that all of Hyrule is going down, cause I don't know, if it wouldn't really make that much sense, but the storyline would be much more interesting if it did. Also, I really want a crossover with Bob the Builder. That would really, I would really be pleased if that happened. Everyone also really wants hairstyles in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They want just Link to have custom hairs. Do you really? The least I care about is what Link's hair looks like. Do you seriously want that in a Zelda game? I don't really care about the whole, never mind. People also really want to go underwater, and I agree with that, except I don't want to swim under the board of Hyrule and completely glitch out the game. Also, people want to go into under Hyrule Ridge or the bridge or something and look what's under the bridge. Yeah, that's obviously gonna result in a water temple, and the water temple is hell to me, so no. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took me like 3 months and to just get back to track on the Spirit Tracks water temple. I hated it so much. We've been waiting for like 2 years for the new Zelda game to come out. Just the constant waiting, pain, suffering, poverty, and then what's Nintendo's response? Yo, Link's Awakening. They just gave us this completely, they just gave us this random HD remake. I'm really happy with it. I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm getting Link's Awakening tomorrow while I'm recording this, so I'm very excited for it. Basically, I'm saying please don't kill me. Hang on, my cat's playing with the cord of my external hard drive. Can you please stop? People also really want new dress-up choices for the new Zelda game. Is this really what you want? Do you really want this to become a dressing simulator, like what happened in one of the Four Swords Adventures games? Really? Do you really want that? People also complaining about the Korok gift, but it's just for the lols, okay? You probably have no life if you collected all 900 of them. I'm trying to do it now. I have like 200 or something so far. I finished a Hyrule Compendium. I got all 120 shrines. I did a lot of stuff. I'm trying to finish all the side quests as well. But I finished all the shrine quests. I did a lot. People also want them to get better voice acting, but I actually kind of agree with you. I'm not really a big fan of Zelda's voice acting, although I do want to keep a voice actor because I'd feel really bad if she lost her job. But I don't know, people's like, it needs to be more Japanese or kawaii, and I kind of agree with that because I'm a big weeb. The thing that really annoys me though is Daruk's descendant. He is very annoying. I think they're gonna keep the shrines, but you know how there are these like lumps underground, or the lumps and stuff underneath the shrines? I think what's gonna happen next time is that we're gonna have the exact same shrines in the exact same locations, except the map inside the shrines will flip over. So we're gonna have all these we're gonna have completely new shrines, but in newer locations. Basically, all I want is harder boss fights, harder Divine Beasts. Just make the game harder. It took like 6-7 years to develop the game, so and most people who's playing Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 played the first Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I think they're gonna make it harder. Because, I don't know, I want them to make it harder. I love the Divine Beasts. Just make them longer, harder. I don't know. There's not really much to it I want in the game. Just make. I also really would like dungeons. I don't mind if you had temples or not. I kind of just see that as a Divine Beast. But I do really want the traditional Zelda dungeons. As always, another shout out to Nova because he's just a good channel. When I'm not uploading, go to his channel. Please subscribe to this guy, otherwise he'll steal my cookies. I would also like to present these wonderful fan arts. Okay, bye!